Bonjour Anishinaabe. I found a really cool place to play a few songs for y'all. It's here on the Mississippi River, a beach called the Longfellow's Beach by the shores of the Mississippi. So come on with me. I gotta get my guitar first. So everybody, check this out, this scene here we're coming to, walking down to this Longfellow's Beach on the sands. These sands are ancient. But I'm going to sit down here and play a little guitar for you, do a little drum, and I have my flute. First, I want to talk a little bit about this river. So it says if you drop a drop of water by Lake Itasca, north of Bemidji, we were there a couple weeks ago in Grand Rapids, not too far from the source of the Mississippi River. But they say if you drop a drop of water, it'll take 90 days to gestate down to the Gulf of Mexico. And I've kind of metaphoric and symbolic of prayers. You know, like sometimes it takes some gestation time for our prayers to manifest. And we start walking that path and believing. We play the long game. That's kind of what we're doing today. We're playing this long game in music, long game in life, long game in love. And it's love that is our strongest medicine. And that's what brings us here today, you know, the songs, the beauty of it, the happiness of playing music, the gratitude of being able to play and sing for our people around. I brought a couple things. I brought my guitar on my left, your right, and my hand drum, and I call it my bag of Native Americana. And in my bag I got things like, I got some flutes that I'll play for you after. A couple flutes. This one is in E minor, and this flute is in A minor, and they're both high spirit flutes. Most of my flutes and things were given to me over the course of time, and I think I got them because I've given flutes a lot away. I especially like giving them to our native singers because they're like song catchers. I've heard a lot of people say, I got the melody for a powwow song from playing the flute or something like that. And they're song catchers, just like dream catchers. And I have this hand drum here that was hand painted for me. And I didn't say I wanted my picture painted on a hand drum, but my good friend Virgil and Marmy, they painted and they gave it to me and gifted it to me. And this year I got a turtle shell for Turtle Island. I got this in my bag of Native Americana along with my drumstick, and it has a great tone. One of my Anishinaabe friends said, I don't know if I like punching an elder in the nose, so I'm trying the heartbeat. This is in my bag of Native Americana. I like this bag that I call Native Americana. It's about the fishing rights up on the northwest coast with the Bolt decision. And these fishing rights protect all the tourism trade now, you know, on the rivers and things, and protect the salmon. And it's coming around 50 years since the fish wars, you know, American Indian movement and fish wars and things. And so that's my bag of Native Americana today. This hat is from the Nisqually people. It's a, I'll show you how it goes like that. It's a cedar hat with a band of copper around it. I think when I wear it, I feel good thoughts, and it's for protection and things like that. And it's a good day to be here. And so we're gonna play a couple songs for you and just visit with you and welcome you. Miigwech. This is a guitar that I traded for an Indian truck, an Indian car. It was sitting in my driveway the longest time, and a fellow musician, Gabe he came up to me and asked if I want to make a trade. And so I traded this 85 Ford pickup truck for $500 and this guitar. And it was sitting in my driveway a while, and so it really is a bona fide trade for an Indian car. And I brought it all over. I let people hold my guitar because I feel like an instrument, especially a new guitar, is like a new baby or something. Like in the native way, we let other people, our relatives, I think it rounds the baby out to be held. And even when babies first laugh, it's a social thing, and we invite them into the social world. And the same thing with the guitar. When it first starts making noise and songs and making people feel happy, then I think you share it. I let people play it. I let people hold it. But one of the most significant things I've ever been told about the guitar, I was at the Minneapolis Indian Center in the early 80s, and I had a guitar with me, and I was just listening to the drums, all the native drums, and an elder could see that, like he could see me carrying my guitar, and he could see that I was serious about it, and he told me this. He said, called me over to him, and he told me to treat my guitar like a drum. And ever since, I call the guitar the little brother of the drum. And it comes with me places, and it can shine a light in places that maybe a drum can't or is unable to go. And so the guitar, it's very unjudgmental. It will hold people in love and happiness and things. And so that's the story behind this guitar. And the story behind this song is called The Book of Life. Just questions, I call 49 questions. They say in our life there will be 86 problems, and the only one you can do anything is about the 85th problem, and the realization that there's nothing you can do about these problems except get through them, is to go through them. And so these are a song about 49 questions. It's called Book of Life. Where are you going? Why are you leaving? Why do you suffer? What is the reason? Who do you run to? Who do you die for? What do you cry for? Is it all real? Do we have free will? What are the numbers? What is your passion? What does your heart say? What makes us good friends? What gives us courage? Life's full of promises. Love is the answer. Answers in the book of life. Answers in the book of life. That's the first verse of it. Questions like, where are you going? What are you doing? My favorite, the line I like the best is a line called, why do I struggle? Why do I hurt me? We hurt ourselves. And another line is, when I get near it, how do I get through it? The perseverance, like a buffalo charging the storm rather than running from the storm. They get through the storm faster by facing our problems, facing your problems. And so all that's in the Book of Life. And you can find the Book of Life on Ishko Day Records. And also like my website, but it's called the Book of Life. And look up the song. And it was a fun, almost a merry-go-round, a deserted merry-go-round feeling of the song. And so that was the song I wanted to play for you today. Miigwech. All right, I'm going to play you a couple of little flute pieces. not very long. I got a couple. I like my flutes pitched out to 440 so I can play them with my guitar. Traditionally, flutes weren't, and there's a lot of story, the origins of the flute. I have my own story. It talks about a hollow branch howling in the wind and a woodpecker pecking out holes. And a hero and a character in one of my stories could hear the wind whistling through the hollow branch. And when the woodpecker pecked holes and cracked the branch off, became our first flute. You can't Google that, but you could. This flute is in E minor, and the next one I play is in A minor, but this one is in E minor. I'll let you listen how it sounds, a nice deep sound. So this is an E minor flute. I have a lot of songs that I can play with my guitar, and this is an A minor flute, a little bit more fancy. It has some turquoise. Once again, this was given to me by a friend, and I kind of I lost my armature in the late 80s, and I used to blow a blues harp a lot, and I started to play flute after that. And the flute became my blues harp. Those are the flutes that I have with me today. You can get flutes in any key. Like I say, the traditional flutes were blown to the sound of things. A lot of times when I'd just play that, I would just find it on my guitar. I could find the flute, what key a song is in. And the A minor flute goes with this song, a little bit of Anishinaabe, based on a Lakota prophecy that says when the buffalo will return his children. And that's what we see today. Bonjour, Bomber P, Anina G.I.I.N. Buying, I need the giant when the buffalo turn as children, when the buffalo turn as little bit of Native Americana finger picking. Your head away and I've been riding in my Indian car, pound of the wheel drumming in my brain. I've been riding in my Indian car, the pound of the wheel in my brain. I got to make it to a powwow tonight. Been singing 49 down by the riverside, looking for sugar, riding in my Indian car. Polka, hey, take it home. Thank you for tuning in today and keeping with us and things, and we'll bring more videos like this to you. So miigwech.